If you want to save money on your trading card purchases, we have a promo link over at 50cards.shop. Enter the promo code ATNIGHT to get 5% off your order. Hey everybody, welcome to Nexus at Night, your weekly Vanguard podcast. I'm Atlas.
I'm Matt.
I'm Root Beer.
And you are listening to this on 420. So that's pretty fun. Hope you're enjoying that. None of the three of us, only me really does that, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Matt, I feel like you're 50-50. Like,
what do you mean?
Whether or not you smoke weed.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's only me. And I've moved on to gummies nowadays. California. It's fun here. Anyway, today on the show, we got a couple things to talk about. The first one, that Different Fight has beat us to the punch to, but who cares because we're Nexus at Nights, is they have made more of these Dual Nation cards.
Yeah.
And they're better than the first time.
They're actually generic this time. So the problem with the original Dual Nation cards was that they were clearly designed to be part of an archetype, and then they slapped the gimmick onto it afterwards.
Mm-hmm. I was chewing on ice. Sorry. So they showed us three of them so far, which covers pretty much all the bases. So I'll read the first one here. Frey Like the Sun, Ford, and Revoltus. It's a grade 2 for both Dragon Empire and Dark States. When this unit is placed on rear from hand, other than during the battle phase, Soul Charge 1, and it gets plus 5k till end of turn. So a Soul Charge in any Dragon Empire deck that needs it, that's cool. And then Counterblast 1 and perform one of the following. Choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or greater rear guards and retire it, or choose a grade 2 or less card from your soul and call it to rear.
Yep.
Not bad.
That's pretty okay. Like, generic retire. That's all. I always like removal in decks. I don't know what it is. Like, really big on removal in like standard.
Removal in decks that don't have removal as the thing, right?
Yeah.
I think,
and then the other ability is just honestly, I feel like a lot of both Dark States and Dragon Empire cards just like do that for some reason.
Yeah.
Because you have things like Lamina, I think the cycle card for Dark States, which is just like call something out of your soul.
Yeah.
And then like the Energy Blast card cycle from DZ1 for Dragon Empire also just calls something from your soul. So this is just that, but faster.
Yeah, and generic, and okay, the other ones are too. But I like the kind of Pale Moon spiel. Like outside, like Dark States, I'm sure will use it in some form or another. But like these are a definite pick up 8 of these and sit,
or 4 of them and just use the same sleeves.
Yeah, however it is you want to do it. But yeah, Matt, anything to add, Matt?
Not too much, no.
No? All right, well, it is your turn with the next one, then.
All righty. So, Flame, Leaf, Chaotic Dance, Hakusui, and Remred. This is what is this? Stokeia and Dragon Empire?
Yeah.
Quick show more on it, Atlas.
Yeah, please.
There you go, sorry.
Atlas does not want me to read it. So all these are grade 2 10Ks, right?
Yeah. It's a little cabbage riding a dragon.
That is, fair enough. All right. So when this unit is placed on rearguard circle from hand, other than during the battle phase, of course, you may call a plant token, then Counterblast 1, perform all the following. You get all your rear guards that were placed by your card's ability this turn, get power plus 5,000, and you choose one of your Vanguard to get power plus 5,000. But if you have 4 more units, it gets 10,000.
It's
one
of the following.
Sorry,
yeah.
Even worse. My apologies.
I mean, this one's okay. So you call a plant token for free, and then you can like give all things you call 5k, as long as it's by ability.
But not the things, but not it in the plant, right?
Not itself.
Is it a continuous effect? Or is it
it's a continuous effect, like you get
it.
it.
So yeah, they would get it. Okay.
Yeah, so Okay, so I originally misread this card. I thought it only gave the token 5k, and I thought this was horrible. And then I read it again, and it's like, oh, it's all of them. So this card is probably fine for that one.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting 10k probably no matter what, right? Like just somewhere, like 10k allocation in some position.
Yeah.
Like the most immediate buff is to any plant token deck. It makes a token and then also buffs all of the tokens.
Right. And at first I was like, well, it's kind of a bummer they use Dragon Empire twice, whereas Lyrical. But
what Dragon Empire deck is going to play this?
That's what I'm saying. The Stoicheia thing is more like lean to one direction or the other, whereas the first one, you could kind of go either direction, I think, more.
I'm also kind of not sure when, like, how common the second ability would even be.
Exactly.
Like, the first ability is just way better, right?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like the second ability was designed for Dragon Empire because of all the goddamn restanding Vanguards that you have.
Right.
Yeah, but
is that worth it?
No. That's not worth a counterblast. For sure.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah.
Don't they already have a bunch of this anyway?
Probably, yeah.
You could have just made this a Stoicheia card by itself. And
it's funny that it's Dragon Empire. Mm-hmm. I just read the first effect. I'm like, damn, that's pretty good. Like once I realized it was continuous, I was like, damn, that's pretty good. And the second effect, I'm like, all right.
Yeah. I will say this. The nation pairing so far have just been following all of the glitter units.
Right.
Sure.
That makes sense.
So the first one was Dragon Empire Dark State, so that was the dolls. This one is Radalina.
Yeah.
But thankfully, these ones don't require a specific Vanguard like the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
No. And then the last one is why does that reset it to the top of the page when you click show more? That's annoying. Go ahead.
Website hates you.
I guess so. Go ahead, Mr. Beer.
So, Brave Machine Rider, Valtrosa, and Riel. So, when this unit is placed on rearguard circle from hand, other than during the battle phase, you can choose a normal unit without Sentinel from your drop, or up to one order card, bottom deck it. Then counterblast 1. Look at the top 5 cards. Choose one card from among them, reveal it, and then perform the following. If it's an order that's not a Regalis piece, add it to your hand. Or if it's something with grade less than equal to your Vanguard, call it. This is definitely a Keter Sanctuary card.
Yes.
This is the most Keter Sanctuary card to ever Keter Sanctuary.
The Brandgate thing is stapled on, but that's fine, I think.
I mean, I feel like the part where it also adds orders could have also been a Keter Sanctuary effect, to be honest.
Yeah, I should have said set order if it wanted to stay brand, but because it has to be both, they're like, well, we gotta have the, give something for the Keter Sanctuary players. And
yeah. No, clearly you're playing the order that lets grade 3s boost. No, I'm kidding. I do that.
Yeah.
Or,
but yeah,
no. Chosen Knights. Yeah.
Like a card that this card basically just says like look at top 5 and grab something, as long as it's not a Regalis piece.
Yeah. But you could put a Regalis piece just on top of your deck if you wanted. Oh no, it shuffles. Never mind. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it just go right back. So yeah, you might as well take something that's not a Regalis piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For some reason, I said if you took a card, shuffle your deck. I just added that myself. My fault.
That would be kind of interesting if it was like, I'm not going to do anything, but let's do like 1, 2.
Yeah, they specifically do not want that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Can't give.
I would not. Well, that sure. They should let you stack more, though. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know there are Vanguard boomers out there who miss early Vanguard Tsukuyomi. Stack the whole deck and kill them that way.
Don't worry, there's still hope that they'll just shove it into DC3 because we can't go a single set without a Keter Sanctuary encounter.
So true.
Makes sense. Ugh.
Just a little stacking as a treat.
Yeah. Just gonna get a little bit of Cancer Stand. Tell Mom it's okay.
Yeah. I think every encounter set has had a Keter Sanctuary clan in it Sometimes 2.
Mm-hmm. So, what do we think about these?
I mean, they're an interesting concept. Like, Bushiroad likes its template. They all have the similar template of like placed on rearguard circle from the hand.
Outside of battle phase.
Are they all outside of battle phase or just this one? Let me double check.
It's so the third one is, and the
Yep.
yeah, all 3 of them are.
Yeah, so they all have like the same summoning condition. They all have the same like of like do a thing and then you can counterblast one to do another thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like broadly, these are fine. Like, I guess I don't know what I'm expecting from a dual nation concept. Like, this does feel like, yeah, it's a card, all right. Like, I don't feel anything special from it, but at the same time, I don't know what like something special would look like.
I don't think it needs to be. Like, it doesn't have to be this like showstopper of a card when the point is to be in 2 different nations. It will it will behoove it to have a bigger effect in one versus the other. Like, the call in from Soul is a bigger deal in Dragon Empire because they don't really do that. What?
I thought I kind of do.
Not as much as Dark States would. I mean, that's not their thing.
Tamayura would disagree and like Shoujo Doji in a very roundabout way.
Tamayura is already half Pale Moon anyway, and has the dual nation cards anyway. So, checkmate Jin and Yahtzee. This is like the one argument I've won ever. Anyway, yeah, I don't think it really needs to be super, super impactful, but I think this is like a solid piece of support game wide, and I would like to see them do more of these. That'd be kind of neat.
Can't wait for these to be $20.
Oh God,
That'd
yeah,
be funny.
that too. That's going to be a pain.
Are they all triple R's?
Yeah.
Cool.
Triple R, and triple R.
All.
Yep.
I would just check one and assume the rest followed suit.
yeah. That would be kind of funny if like one of them was randomly
these
double
are
R.
also from a festival collection, so they're always going to be high rarity.
Okay, good point. Yeah.
Never mind. So so of course they're going to be triple R. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Where it matters kind of less.
Because everything else is a double R, basically.
Yeah. Like, they also revealed their like generic template of triple R, where it's like you do a thing and then they gain power, typically like 2k. I think the Dragon Empire one gets 5k. And then they have a separate ability that's like Energy Blast 3. When a different card gets discarded, you can remove it and get the card back.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like weird. I think it's like mostly a buff for stride decks, honestly, because then you can get your stride fodder back. And then otherwise, I feel like it's generally not worth the trade because you're in this weird position where, like, if it's on rearguard circle, then you're also like, you get the card back, but you're still like minusing because you have to remove like the grade 1 itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like broad general application of it is like not as good as the other one, where it's like when they get discarded, you get a card back.
Mm-hmm. And then I actually called to do a thing.
Yeah.
I think the Stoikeo one is probably the weakest one overall. Has high potential for abuse, but kind of the weakest one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone really plays them for their rearguard abilities, right? Like, they're very slow because you need to persona ride.
Right.
Like, you just play them for the early advantage, and then late game, they're an acceptable rearguard to have.
Yeah. That's a good point. So, yeah. Anything else to add about these before we move on?
Not particularly.
All right.
I wish they had more interesting nation pair-ups instead of just copying the glitters.
I'm glad the glitter shit's gone, though, I will say. That shit was lame to start with. Change my mind.
Yeah. Locking the impactful ability behind an archetype kind of sucks.
Yeah. I really like the Brantgate one where he's like the James Bond looking guy. And he restands for Chaos, I think.
Yeah.
Cool looking and kind of doesn't do anything. outside of Chaos, which is a shame because I like his art.
Whoa! I played that.
Well, the grade 1 Mikani is very good.
The grade 3 Mikani kills Hanali. That's all.
Yeah, the grade 1 is a generic soul charge, so you played it in Messiah.
Right.
The grade 3 is not bad. I think it's one of the better ones outside of its glitter.
Yeah.
Well, minus the fucking bug girl.
Oh yeah, right. Maple.
Yeah. Maple is too Bork to not be doing its thing. It's a free body and like.
I'm sure it's still played. Is it still played?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you need to have 50 cards.
That's true, and it is a body every turn.
Gotta shove them in there. Like Graham Grace, I run the grade 1 in there just for some boosters free.
Yeah, stuff. Having free shit is nice. That's
I feel like the grade 1 is less common just because of its like conditions.
Right.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what the grade 1 does. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The grade 1 is the same thing, but you have to persona ride.
Yeah. And because it's Graham Grace, and that's like the spiel. So
yeah. And then she also gets 5k, but that kind of doesn't matter. Like, okay, cool, 13k booster for that turn.
You just care about having a free thingy every turn that you can just like really chuck out. Yeah, which is why like people still play the grade 2 because it's just like you can just have the 1, and if you find it, you find it. Oh yeah, I drew it battle.
Intercept it away, call it back next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So on and so forth.
So good.
Like, I drew it turn 2, free discard fodder.
Or you just call it.
Oh.
We're making it sound like it's an infomercial for Maple.
I think the card's just funny.
Intercept it away, discard for Rideline, or just call it. Call now.
Yeah. I mean,
call now. Who
doesn't like cute order. Bug girl?
So the other thing we wanted to bring up this episode was
not that I did not bookmark that announcement.
Okay, sorry, I thought that was that. But go ahead, sir.
Let me just share.
Root Beer's missing an entire Takodachi.
It's there.
Oh.
I think for people listening, what the fuck are they talking about?
What? It's pretty self-explanatory to me.
I remember us taking forever to reveal our faces, and now, it's been 2 to 3 apartments later for me.
Yeah. Don't remind me. It was better before.
Okay, so the other thing is that we have new locals events, which is like something people were asking for.
Sure.
So first one is the Constructed Cup. So it's designed to. They said it's supposed to be the premier level proving ground for Vanguard players, but really it's to make you buy the new set. So, like, Constructed Club is the special tournament rules, which is that you can only use ride lines from the newest set.
Huh.
So you can only use ride units that were released in like the trial decks or set 1 when riding a grade 3. You are allowed to use other cards for the main deck. And they've already announced another one for set 2.
Oh my god.
Which is the same thing. Like you can only use grade 3s from the newest set.
And just keep doing that forever? What a pain.
Yeah. So, clearly this is just designed to promote the new set, right? Like, all right, 1 week your locals is just going to block out one of the tournament days to be like, all right, play the new set and only the new set. And I have like mixed feelings about it because on the one hand, like I get it. Like this is a way to just promote people to buy the new product, right? To just have a tournament day where you're like, all right, only use the new cards. At least for ride line. You can still use other cards for main deck. But on the other hand, it's like that does mean people have to buy the new product, right?
What a like Machiavellian, like gross way to get people to buy the new stuff.
I mean, I don't think it's like horrible, right? Because it's just like, okay, one tournament day where you can only use new stuff. Like, I get the idea in theory is to just like promote the new product as like a fun, this is just like a fun way to make people buy the new set. Although, the reality is that you're gonna have to scramble to find the new cards.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no one's going to actually just like buy a box or a booster pack from their locals to like do this. Like, you're just kind of assuming that they're going to find a playset of the grade 3 and then go from there.
It's kind of a cool idea to have a tournament where you want to play like all the newest units just to kind of see, see what's fun, see what's good. But yeah, it's not ideal because a lot of people are just going to have to like obtain these cards.
Yeah.
And this one at least has the benefit of also including the startup decks, which, as much as I dislike that product, like, you're gonna have to buy it because of the fucking energy crest anyway.
Oh yeah.
But that at least gives you like a wider selection of cards. I don't know what the rule set is for the set 2 yet, if it's only set 2, because that's going to be really awkward because it also has a bunch of support for like set 1 cards, right? And so you would think that for the sake of diversity and or consistency, you would also want to include set 1 in that, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
Right.
I remember back when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Every time there would be the like sneak peek or whatever, somebody would float doing draft, and everyone was like, "Shut the fuck up! We're gonna add the new cards to our decks, and then we're gonna play like we want to play," which is everyone using.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft with like actual sets is tragic.
Awful. Yeah.
Absolutely tragic. Now, Battle Pack, sign me up.
I've never
Actual
actually
sets?
done that. Is that like halfway decent? Or
Battle Pack is basically a set that's designed to be
drafted?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But
It's still like pretty dumb, but it's pretty funny at least.
okay. So yeah.
Battle tricks are very good.
Good to know. But what I'm saying is that, like, how enforceable is this? And how
I mean, it's pretty easily enforceable, but like it's also a shop challenge, so I feel like some of these are going to be a little more lenient than others.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
The annoying thing for me is that my locals opted to do this like this week with only the trial decks. So it's like,
that's fun. I would enter that probably because I think it's amusing.
I thought I had entered it, and then I checked Bushi Navi, and I didn't, and now there's like a wait list because like I'm the 29th person, and there's only 24 slots.
Now that's a horror movie I want to see. Root Beer just offing the people ahead of him on the wait list so he can get in.
I mean, I'm just like, if nothing else, I'm going to show up to buy one of the start decks because I need the fucking energy crest.
Oh God, me too. Yeah, I'm going to locals tomorrow, kind of for that reason.
Yeah, like I can already see from the pre-orders, no one bought the Dark States one, so I have to assume they're going to have extras of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just buy that for the sake of having the energy crest, if nothing else.
Does your locals have a group chat?
Yes, we have a Discord.
Okay, so yeah, same deal with ours, where the owner comes on and he's like, "All right, who wants X, Y, or Z thing?" And then people go, "Cat or Dark State, whatever," and then he makes you Venmo him, and then that's it.
Yeah,
come pick him up when I see you next.
And then the other thing was the Vanguard Day, which I think they had before, but I don't remember because it's been forever.
I wonder if with the new start decks, because they're vanilla, I can try teaching Katie again.
You can try.
I bought 2 of them, so
there's a tutorial video, which if laziness does not overcome me this weekend, I will try to review.
Okay. Yeah. She has the stomach flu this week, so it's a little bit of a hard ask. But anyway, maybe
I am sharing another page, by the way.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so the other thing is Vanguard Day, which was that a thing in the past? I feel like it was, but I can't remember right now.
I'm tired of these fake holidays.
Hey, it's better than Arbor Day at least. What the fuck is Arbor Day?
Arbor Day is more real than fucking National Donut Day.
There's a podcast I listen to where they're like, all right, we want to wish you a very happy, and then they look up like whatever stupid holiday there is, and like I always skip past that part because who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway, Vanguard Day is more important than Arbor Day. Spread it around.
Yes.
Well, why is it this Vanguard Day seems to be like a month and a half?
Yeah, it's just like a month and a half. So it's the same thing, right? Like it's basically just a shop challenge for you to get a mat. I think they've already announced like another one with a different mat.
Is this the equivalent of like those people who are saying like it's my birthday month, but just for Vanguard?
I have a question: is this the same or different protagonist?
This
It's
is
a different protagonist.
this is the Divine Z protagonist.
And this is different than the previous one,
Yes.
which is notable by the one streak in the hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is taller and skinnier. It looks like.
Sure.
Yes.
It kind of reminds me on TV where they want to show like a specific product, but they don't have the rights for it. So they change like one thing where it's like, hey, will you pass me that mocha cola? Like, come on, man. Who are you fooling?
But yeah, this is just like a shop challenge basically for you to get prizes. And I think that's fine. Like, this is just an excuse to go out and play for like some kind of higher stakes than just participation packs.
Okay, sure. Yeah, it's been so long for standard for me. I don't even have the new regardless piece, the one that blanks Nubatama.
Neither do I.
That's
I'm
like
not
a
paying
gajillion dollars. Yeah,
I ain't paying $80 for that shit. How much is Bracing Angel Ladder now?
I don't
What's the name
know.
of this card?
Bracing Angel Ladder. We talked about it on an episode, and for a long time, I'm pretty sure like it was like 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's like $75, $80.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah, there's honestly, I don't think there's a reason to buy it against Shiranui. Like, it's one of those like if you find it, sure, it blanks one of their turns, and hopefully you win.
I have a question. Did they once again do that thing where they made a box topper thing that was, or is it like actually in the set?
This was actually in the set. The problem is it's had like Harmonix Messiah distribution.
Ah,
Of course.
I see. So they made this card. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's wild. Let me double check the other triple R costs in this set. Dog.
Well, this was a reprint set, so
I see. So they're all
they Harmonix Messiah this.
except Maple, which is still like $10.
Yeah. And like the alt arts for all of the grade 3s, which are expensive because those are like high rarities.
Fancy grade 3s.
Wait, when did Esperitus get?
What?
When did Esperida get to be like $7 and just stay there?
This set because it's a reprint.
Was it more before?
Yeah, it was like $20 in the past. I think.
Damn! I missed my opportunity. I think I bought a playset of that for nothing.
Yeah. Well, the good news is the promo for Shenri, which was a staple in Shiranui, but will probably also be a staple in like other Dragon Empire decks, is like $3 because it was a box topper.
I see.
So that's nice. Also, we're getting the doggo for Keter Sanctuary in set 1 as a box topper, so that should be moderately cheap.
Fun. Yeah. And then I know
that I missed out on ordering a box or a case of set 1. I'll probably buy a box from my locals.
They teased the new box toppers too, and what's her name? The Falcratia, the servant.
Yeah.
Girl, that's like $20 is in there, so that's good to see.
Yeah, so that's nice. You probably need that if you're still playing Drajewald.
I sold it, my friend, and then started putting together the Blanemire stuff. So when that comes, I will be on the forefront. I consider doing Liel also, but man, not worth it.
Yeah. And yeah, that's about it. That's kind of all I had.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, thanks everybody for listening to the show. Thanks Darren Cole, Josh, Jeremy, GR, Ollie, and Tony. our $10 patrons. If you want to be one of those patrons where you get a thank you at the beginning and end of the show and get your stuff a day early, patreon.com/Nexus at Night. If you don't care about that and just want a bonus show with the 2, sometimes 3 of us, that's only $5 a month. So that's pretty cool. Cup of coffee a month. You're supporting us to do our thing. And you can find us on all the social medias at Nexus at Night. How about the rest of us?
You can find me on Twitter at Wiggums, 2 G's, 2 Z's.
You can find me at Plasma Eclipse.
Find me at Atlas Novak on Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff. My YouTube channel, The Epileptic Comic. My other podcast, Generation Dan. At the time of recording this, we released an episode with my dad as the guest, and he talked about all the crazy shit he did in Aspen in the early 70s, not the least of which is a lot of cocaine. So,
I mean, as you do.
As you do, you know.
It was the 70s, you know,
yeah.
All bets are off.
So there's that. And then my other history podcast, Last Minute History, that's on the same RSS feed as Generation Dan. So if you subscribe to one, you're getting the other. And thanks everybody for listening. And until next time, I was Atlas.
I'm still Matt.
I'm Root Beer.
And have a good night, everybody.